Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends. They hope to teach a lesson in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll run it. Ran through the contact. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. So Louisville's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, sometimes you get in these snowy, blizzard-like conditions. It's hard even to see the football after it's thrown in the air. Give the defender a lot of credit there, not just for catching it, but also locating the football before getting that interception.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Baldridge. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter. And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Slings it downfield. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using his legs to buy some time.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The Cavaliers get enough to move the chains. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. It's complete. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on second down.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Goes to the option. The pitch. Across the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Floating away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
On the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. And the Cavaliers get enough for the 1st down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Big fullback's got it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Quarterback gets past the marker. Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions. It's very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This...
Off he goes! At the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the ball's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Fires downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Working that left side now. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting to first? Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Virginia. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to pass. It's Wilcox. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He makes the connection. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's McCluster. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. At 45 on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Drills him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cavaliers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little time. Jukes his way for more. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the... Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.